About a month ago, I was having a conversation with the amazing people that I get to work with at Keller Williams Arizona Realty. And by the end of the conversation, I happened to mutter the phrase, if I were to write a book, I would call it Tie Your Own Shoes. And we were really talking about people who take action on what they say, who utilize the resources, the tools, the coaching, and the people that they have around them to really take the steps that they need to take in order to reach the goals they want to reach in life. And it brought me back to when I first got out of college. My initial career was an elementary school teacher. And I was fortunate enough to get to teach first graders for about 5 years. And I remember my first year of first grade, I had about 30 first graders, and it was just me, and everyone was asking me to tie their shoes. Miss V, can you tie my shoes? Miss V, I need help zipping my coat. And if you can imagine the amount of time, right, that it takes to tie everybody's shoes and zip everybody's coats, we've got to stop our education day early so that I can get everybody ready to go home and prepare for their day, right, the rest of their afternoon. So we were having a conversation. I was conversing with my coworkers when I was a teacher, and I just thought, this is part of my role as a first grade teacher. We must all be tying everybody's shoes. All the other first grade teachers must be zipping all the coats. And I was speaking with one of my mentors, Leslie, and she said, Jackie, I don't tie their shoes after September. We need to teach them and empower them how to tie their own shoes, literally, right? So I was like, God, you are brilliant. You're brilliant. What was I thinking? So every year after that, at our parent night, I would have a conversation with the parents. It was every August, and I'd say, okay, parents, at the end of September, I'm no longer going to tie your child's shoes or zip your children's coats. And well, initially it came off like, oh, wow, she's not going to tie my kids' shoes? Like, what's going on? Really, the purpose is to empower the kids, right? Okay, we've got a month, and I've got a month to make sure that these kids know how to tie their shoes. Things that I can be doing in the classroom, and then the parents can be doing at home, right? Teaching their kids how to tie their shoes, zip their coats, and really empowering them to be able to do it on their own. And at the end of September, if they still didn't know how to do it, then they had to learn how to use the resources around them, right? Miss B, will you tie my shoes? No, I'm sorry, find a friend. Now they find a friend, and that friend's going to feel empowered. They get to help them. They're going to tie their shoes, and that student, too, is going to be excited, right, to end up learning and more confident and excited to learn how to tie their own shoes so they don't have to rely on a friend, right? Maybe that friend is going to partner up and teach them. So this all came about and really started thinking, right? One of the things that I do as a coach, they work really hard to provide agents and people around me with tools, resources, coaching, training to empower them to take action on the goals that they want to reach in their career. And I really want to do this as a whole person level, right? So what can you do today that's going to take you one step closer to getting to where you want to be? So to speak, how are you going to tie your own shoes today? My goal is really to help empower you to lace up your shoes to meet all of the goals in life that you desire. Find the resources, find the coaches, find the education that you need to get you there and skyrocket you to your goals. So I challenge you today. What are you going to do to tie your own shoes and to help somebody else learn how to tie theirs?